Balcony gardening is about to change how you think about your rental space. These ideas are turning bare concrete balconies into thriving gardens, and not a single one requires a drill, a landlord's permission, or any permanent installation whatsoever. If you rent your home, you already know the frustration. You stare at that empty balcony, that slab of gray concrete with a railing, and you think there has to be something I can do with this. But then you remember the lease. No drilling, no permanent fixtures, no structural modifications. And so the balcony stays empty, a wasted room in a home where every square foot matters. Here's the thing though, 74% of EU residents now live in urban areas where a balcony might be the only personal outdoor space they have. In the United States, 55% of American households garden. That's over 185 million people. And during the pandemic, 18.3 million new gardeners picked up a trowel for the first time. Most of them millennials, most of them renters, and 89% of them plan to keep going. Small space gardening and apartment gardening isn't just a movement. It doesn't require you to own a single thing except the plants. So let's start with the most important step, one that most people skip entirely. Before you buy a single pot or bag of potting soil, you need to assess your balcony. Patrick Vernuccio, known online as the Frenchy Gardener, puts it simply. Analyze the sun exposure and the direction of the wind so you know which varieties to grow. Pull out your phone and open the Compass app. Figure out which direction your balcony faces and then track how many hours of direct sunlight it gets. This changes with the seasons, so check more than once. A south-facing balcony might get 6 to 8 hours of blazing sun in summer, while a north-facing one might barely get 3. This single piece of information will determine everything you grow. Don't forget wind. Higher floors mean stronger breezes, and strong wind dries out soil fast, rips petals off flowers, and topples lightweight pots. If you are above the 5th floor, you need to plan for it. One more thing, wait. Wet soil and ceramic pots add up quickly. Always know your balcony's load limit and lean toward lightweight resin or plastic containers. You can even buy potting mix specifically formulated to be lighter. Now let's build your garden without touching a single wall. The most versatile no-drill solution is the railing planter. Over-the-rail planters straddle your balcony railing and require zero hardware. They simply sit on top, held in place by gravity and their own design. Most fit standard railings from 3.5 inches to 5.5 inches wide. You add soil, add plants, and you are done. Window box gardening follows the same principle if you have accessible windows. If you want to go vertical, and on a small balcony you absolutely should, freestanding vertical towers are your best friend. Systems like the Garden Tower 2 need no mounting, no drilling, and no permanent installation. They stand on their own, offer deep soil pockets for a wide range of crops, and they can be disassembled and moved when your lease is up. Plus, many include built-in vermicomposting systems that turn kitchen scraps into plant food. Freestanding options on Amazon typically cost between $40 and $120, assemble in about 20 minutes, and pack flat for storage. For even more hanging space, rig a tension rod across your balcony entrance. Add S-hooks and you have instant hanging planter stations. Be mindful of weight. Keep hanging pots lightweight and limit how many you load onto a single rod. Here is a trick that transforms the entire feel of your balcony overnight. Interlocking deck tiles. These snap-together pieces cover cold concrete without adhesive and require nothing permanent. They make your balcony feel like an extension of your living room. Just leave a small gap near walls and barriers for drainage, and you are set. For climbing plants such as beans, peas, or morning glories, use a freestanding trellis anchored at the base by heavy self-watering planters. This combination gives you height without drilling and keeps your vines climbing upward instead of sprawling across your limited floor space. Self-watering planters also reduce watering frequency by roughly 30%, which matters when your only water source is the kitchen sink. Speaking of water, this is the hidden challenge of balcony gardening. Container gardens dry out far faster than in-ground beds. Add direct sun and wind exposure, and you could be watering daily. Self-watering planters with built-in reservoirs solve this problem. Some designs can go weeks between waterings. Look for double wall construction that insulates roots from temperature extremes and overflow drainage that prevents waterlogging. Now let's talk about what to actually grow. If your balcony gets 6 or more hours of sun, you're in an excellent position. Tomatoes are the most popular balcony vegetable for good reason. They love sunlight, thrive in containers, and produce generous yields. Choose patio, bush, or determinate varieties that stay compact. Peppers are another easy win, and herbs like thyme, sage, rosemary, and chives will flourish in full sun. If your balcony is shaded, getting only 3 to 4 hours of light, don't despair. Leafy greens like lettuce, kale, spinach, and chard need just 4 to 6 hours to thrive. Root vegetables like carrots and radishes do well in partial shade too. For extremely low light situations, LED grow lights can supplement natural sunlight and extend your growing season year-round. For ornamental beauty, ferns are shade champions. Heucheras offer a rainbow of leaf colors, and impatiens will bloom all season with just a few hours of indirect light. When arranging your containers, use the thriller, the filler, and the spiller method. Place a tall, eye-catching plant in the center, surround it with mid-sized plants that fill the space, and let trailing varieties like creeping jenny or English ivy cascade over the edges. This creates visual depth even in a single pot. For those who want to push the boundaries of what is possible on a balcony, consider hydroponics. Hydroponic systems use up to 90% less water than soil-based gardening. They are lighter, cleaner, and plants grow significantly faster. Leafy greens can be harvest-ready in 3 to 4 weeks, compared to 6 to 8 weeks in soil. Simple methods like the Kratky technique or deep water culture systems are perfect for beginners. Compact vertical towers can host 50 to 100 plants in roughly 3 square feet of floor space. A do-it-yourself PVC tower costs between $50 and $150 in materials. That is a serious garden in a space smaller than a doormat. And beyond the harvest, there is something else happening out there on those balconies that the research makes unmistakably clear. Gardening changes people. Studies show that spending 2.5 hours per week gardening is associated with improved life satisfaction, reduced stress and anxiety, and better mental well-being overall. The physical activity releases dopamine, the sunlight boosts vitamin D and lowers blood pressure. The act of nurturing something alive builds mindfulness in a way that few other hobbies can match. The United States Department of Agriculture clearly sees the value. In 2024 alone, they invested $5.2 million in 17 new grants supporting urban agriculture, targeting food production in economically distressed communities. This is not just hobby gardening anymore. This is infrastructure. So here is where I will leave you. Your balcony is not a limitation. It is a room. It might be 30 square feet. It might be 80. But with freestanding planters, railing boxes, self-watering systems, the right plants for your light conditions, quality potting soil, and 0 drill holes in any wall, it becomes a garden. A real one that feeds you, calms you, and makes the place you are renting actually feel like home. Start small. 1 railing planter, 1 herb, 1 weekend afternoon. 80% of American households participated in a gardening project in 2022. There is no reason your balcony cannot be part of that number this year. The only thing standing between you and a garden is the decision to begin.